Hello everyone and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. In the last episode, Duchess Lucia, that's right, Duchess Lucia finally made some progress. We finally got ourselves a dukedom. And how do we do that? A duchy, sorry. We went up here to good old Iceland and we've taken it over. We need to make it a bit more Scottish, a bit more Gaelic. But generally, things are a lot easier for us now. The succession is a lot easier. And everything will still be in our lands generally. However, we're a bit low on gold, and Lucia is getting on in age a bit. She's 55, she's feeling fine, but she's not all too fond that her favourite son, Radri, died, our son and heir. And unfortunately, our new son and heir, or our new heir, is Radri's son, who is Setna. He's an evil adventurer and he's possessed. It's got some pretty good stats, but having a possessed person isn't overly useful to their overall health. And luckily he hasn't passed on to any of his children, although one of his children is indeed a bastard. He hasn't had any children yet. Oh, those were his siblings. Well, he's betrothed, but the Setna's just turned 16. And I don't really want our entire line of kings to be from... to be possessed, you know. I don't want them all to be possessed, because that seems a bit much. So I think, given that Lucia is getting on in age, it's time we don't wage any wars, we take some time to steady the realm before power is passed to the lunatic. To my vassal, as an influential duchess, it is only fair that you have a voice on my council. In recognition of this fact, I hereby offer you the position of Steward of Scotland. Wonderful, that gives us more money instantaneously and increases our taxes by quite a high amount. Wonderful. Our military is okay, but we are struggling in terms of the quality. I think that might just be how quality is counted now. I think it's changed. We could reclaim Britannia and Gaelic culture would rule. That'd be fun. What do we need to do that? We would get the Tuatha de Danann nickname, but we need to control Britannia, which is a pretty large region. However, that sounds like a fun goal. We could found a new kingdom, but I think we'd much rather reclaim Britannia. We can't consecrate our bloodline. I don't know what that quite entails. We get Paragon of Virtue. And we get 500 renown. But we don't. We need a lot more stuff before we can do that. We're not going to attempt suicide. However, let's invite some claimants. Let's see if there's anyone interesting that we can bring on our side. Maybe someone in Ireland who we can, because we could just go become the King of Ireland instead of, we don't need to live in Scotland. We go where the land takes us. That's the great thing about this game. You go wherever. Eldom of Lothian. Okay. So we can't declare war on you. I'm wondering if we can take on the Outer Hebrides. Okay, they're part of Scotland as well. Danelaw is still a very, very strong enemy, not an enemy, but a very strong force. They own Norway and Sweden, and Lapland. So they own Norway, Lapland, and also Danelaw over here in the United Kingdom, or in the British Isles. My apologies. United Kingdom won't have been formed yet. Seems like down here in France, Aquitaine is doing pretty well for itself. Although France does have the superior troops, so I imagine it won't be long before Aquitaine is absorbed into the empire, and actually Brittany is doing a bit better under this young teenager here than Aquitaine is. The Holy Roman Empire is run by a scaly person, interesting, and they don't have a huge amount of military, but they have a lot of allies' strength. Okay, so our youngest son has been harbouring secret affection for Sigrid. Who's Sigrid? Well, she's in Australand. Okay, so she's an Icelandic girl. However, Sigrid responded harshly, so Hywel is not all too keen. This rejection means to say made Hywel wary of any kind of attraction whatsoever. I don't particularly want him to be chased. We don't want him to become vengeful either, really. Stubborn's actually quite a nice one. We'll tell him to... Oh, stress. Right. That might have been a mistake. Is there anyone we can invite to kill the demon child? No, not yet. We can't expose you, but we could... Can you send us... We can't demand payment. No, we don't want to expose. Let's head down into Ireland. Let's send our spy master down there. Arthur. See if he can find any secrets in... Where can he go? Actually, let's go find some secrets in Rome. Got some more potential claims here. They seem to all be in the Earldom of Lothian, which I don't particularly think is a good way forward for us. I'm tempted by the Outer Hebrides, although maybe we can request a claim on this chap because he's a young child. No, he's the lower rank of us than us. But he's a child, but generally not going to be all too keen on us. Pope Alexander III, we are now a somewhat reformed Catholic. Can you give us some gold? He will. 228. Wonderful. Thank you. I doubt I'll be using it to spread the true faith, but I'll definitely take it. Wow. That's a surprise. Orthodoxy is having a real... Wow, Orthodoxy might be the most popular religion out there, possibly Tengri. Tengri, Catholic. But wow, Orthodoxy has taken over... Obviously is spread from the Byzantines. It's made its way up into France. But also it's made its way up into this part of the land here. I wonder, is the King of France... the King of France is an Orthodox, of course. That makes sense. I'd quite like to reform an old... Quite like to reform or make a new religion. I don't know if that's possible. We could create a new Christian faith. They're not going to be all too fond of us. But it would be fun. It would be fun to do that. However, we have nowhere near enough party to do these kind of things. But we could make everything hedonistic. That'd be great fun. Why can't Arthur do this? It can't be because he's one-legged. That can't be an issue. No. We have hooks on our nieces. He can't afford. Interesting, right. Interesting. Do we still not have a court physician? I thought we had a court physician by now. What is going on? Lorenzo, you're pretty learned. Bishop Lorenzo of Iceland. You can be our court physician. We are not going to... Yeah, we're not going to attempt the assassination just yet, as we need a bit more... No one wants to... Oh, you, Juliana. Yes, we will use the Pope's money totally to spread the word of God, not to use it for the wrong thing. Our husband passed away. We gained even more stress. Wonderful. Time for us to find another husband. We are burning through the husbands today. Actually, you here, Sholto Loden, you seem pretty good altogether. We will lose some prestige, but that's fine. Chance of children, none, although robust would be a lovely trait to have. Prowess and medium health boost. Absolutely, but for now, we're just there. We are simply there to have a useful man on the council in the spouse role. We didn't do it out of love, we did it out of necessity, I think. He is lowborn, that's not too much of an issue. Just checking these. Yeah, so these small islands here are also... Oh, Lorenzo. Lorenzo passed away. I was just saying that these little islands here normally are under Icelandic control, but it seems that they've been taken over by Danelaw, who are very, very strong. And they have some considerable allies with the Kingdom of Ruthenia. So definitely not someone we want to take on. And our new bishop... Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, he's a seducer. And he's a he's a fertile seducer pope, bishop, wonderful. House Rogula, by bravery and fortune. I like that. It's a very nice squirrel. However, he's Polish. Interesting. You need to be swayed because I want your taxes not to go to the Pope and to come to me instead. This claimant here, our vassal. We can't imprison you. There's no chance of that. Can we request a claim against you? No. Well, he might just have to die at some point. But currently, for now, he can... he's too weak to send an ultimatum. The peasant rabble are discontent, but then they'll be okay. Right, so we are no longer part of the Duchy Moray, which is nice. The Earldom of Athlone. That's down here in Ireland. I'm not all too keen on pushing into Ireland. We could though. Actually, let's have a look. Can we take a claim against? Because they're insular, we can't request a claim from the Pope. That's unfortunate. Let's have a look at our current situations. Mayor Neil. Who's Mayor Neil? Mayor Neil doesn't really like us, so let's demand some payment. And Princess Mabin, our son and ward, can earn... He could get the Principality of Gwynedd, which would be lovely, but it wouldn't come into it wouldn't come to us because we're not a king. It'd be very useful if we can get up to a kingship, and then we can use that to get Gwynedd. Although having one of our own on the Dukedom of Gwynedd or in the Duchy of Gwynedd would not be a bad thing at all. However, I think probably they'll have the military advantage. Yeah, I don't think it's quite something we want to take on just yet. Especially as we are aging in years. We're slowly managing to make some progress. Let's invite this guy here. Again, more use of the funds from the Pope. Please don't have any children. Setna, you just need to quietly disappear. But I suppose we can't order him to take the... We could just remove him from the line of succession, but that costs us a lot of renown that we don't have anyway. So let's go back to us for a second. If Setna were to unfortunately pass away, quote unquote, unfortunately, what could we do? And also, who comes next? It goes to Felix, our second grandson. He is bossy, he's zealous. Okay. So one of my agents has acquired a deadly spider and arranged for a servant to hide in Setna's bed before dark. All they need is my go-ahead and he'll be as good as dead the moment the spider strikes. I hope you're not afraid of spiders. Oh, we've managed it. Wonderful. Setna is dead by the lethal bite of a deadly spider. The spider struck not long after he retired to his chambers, and although guards were called, no one could do a thing to save him. Thankfully, spiders do not talk, so the attack cannot be traced back to me. Wonderful. Lucia has committed the action of the greater good in the interests of the family. Especially as, I believe, lunatic is a trait that can be inherited. That's not something we want to deal with. Although now Felix is now looking after Visso here. We might just need to abandon this bit of land down here in Castile. I don't know if it would really be worth the trouble, to be perfectly honest, but you know, we'll see. We can get a new stewardship perk. We can get vassal tax contribution up. One thing can while at war, but we're not at war at the moment. I don't think we particularly want to extort subjects. Vassal levy contribution is nice. Let's go for that actually. Just increases the amount of troops we have at our disposal. I imagine that will change fairly soon. Seems like, is it Connacht? Yeah, Connacht and Scotland are going for war. For my bit of land, going for Ulster. How dare you? Right, Connacht, we are... Oh, they've got a lot of troops, mind. We are gonna... First of all, I want to modify my feudal contract. I want to pay less gold. And I will... It's not going to be all too fond of this for obvious reasons. I will give you... No, that's fine. However, we are going to join your war. Ooh, the Knights Hospitaller has been formed. Let's join this war, and I'm intrigued to see, can we hire these people? Yeah, the Holy Orders. These require not much piety at all. But we can only do it when we're at war with someone of a hostile faith, which we're not. Because insular Christianity is still Christianity, and it's not, you know, it's not a, you know, we're not going up against the anyone of the Islamic faith or Judaism, or I think Orthodox wouldn't even be okay down here. And I think possibly, I think we've actually lost Norse. I think we've lost Old Norse, the Old Norse religion. That's unfortunate. I quite like that religion. That's a shame. We might have to have a look at that later. But right now we've got bigger issues. Is that all our troops? That is all our troops. Let's go help our pals down here. They've lost. Wonderful. But I think we'll be okay. We can always hire some mercenaries if we need to. But I'd much rather just not spend the money. Ulster is under siege. We don't want to lose Ulster. That's a lot of men. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. They want the Petty Kingdom of Northumbria, which I believe is under Scottish rule. No, not Kingdom of Danelaw, sorry. Northumbria. Who holds Northumbria? Hang on, so we hold Northumbria, but I guess he wants the... Oh, he wants the rest of it. Yeah, he wants that bit of land down there. We cannot defend against Danelaw. So we're going to see if we can go help him. We'll see if we can go help him deal with the lands down the island, because having a weak king ourselves is not going to be useful. We've got the army of Bamburg here. We are going to hire some mercenaries, because bloody hell we're going to need them, but they're so costly. They don't even give you that many troops. No. I think we might just have to sit this one out. We'll go help with the Irish War, and we'll just have to lose part of Northumberland, because I'm not prepared to lose Northumberland. But I do want to save Ulster, because that is part of our lands. Maybe we do hire some mercenaries instead. Oh, but it's not actually... We could hire the Wakes Guard, but then we'd have pretty much no money left. We need to wait for our allied armies. What's our allied army doing? You better be doing something useful, allied army. Don't go across the waters. Ulster is under siege, which isn't perfect, admittedly. Let's see if we can get over to Ulster before they land. Oh no, they're still there. If we can, no, if we can get half of them. Yeah, we can't defend against 11,000 people from Danelaw. Come on, I'm kind of need you to come over and help, good chap. You're popping into there? Okay, I'll come with you. We've got another Teutonic order. That's by the Queen of Jerusalem here, who is a Crusader Queen. Very nice, but she's also pregnant and ill, a bastard, and has got lover's pox. So you know. So we've lost. We might have to lose Ulster here as well, which wouldn't be perfect. It wouldn't be the end of the world. And the peasant rabble is going to start coming after us soon as well, which is wonderful. Your popeliness, I require some money. Whoever you... No, I'm not going to demand money from my player. That's not happening. Okay, this is... Yeah, we've lost Downpatrick. I really hope our army can help. I really hope you come and help, King of Scotland. Please tell me we're actually in this war. Have we offered to join your war? We haven't offered to join the war. Oh, no, we have. If you don't come and help me, I'm going to be mightily annoyed. We're going to lose this. That's unfortunate. What are you doing? Oh, our allies, honestly. That's unfortunate. And someone's going after Castile as well. Wonderful. Sorry, why are we... So we're going after the... So we're going after the Kingdom of Castile. Oh, we've got... Why have we got both Scotland down Castile? That's silly. See, Scotland, you really could have come and helped. That would have been really, really useful. We're missing most of our councillors now. We'll put you in. You're going to be absolutely terrible, but you're going to have to do the job. We're not putting you on. Let's recruit you. 205, not a chance. Whoever you are, this knight. You are now a spy master. Because we... Yes, I know we have few knights. Let's recruit some to court. 20 gold, done. No, I'm not paying 205. Why are you so expensive? Oh, he's got this claim on Athlone, hasn't he? Let's go to intrigue. Sorry, decisions. Let's invite some knights. Going to cost some prestige, but that's fine. We are not endorsed by our bishop yet, still. That's unfortunate. Where are our troops? They're back here. Okay, we can still do some good work against Ireland. Or against Connacht, sorry. But not if we get captured. Not if we get captured by Danelaw in the meantime. You're pretty good, actually. How much are you going to cost me? Welcome aboard, sir. Okay, let's go to military. Let's go to knights. Hang on, how do we do that? It's in counts. No. Military. How do we do this? I've forgotten. We might need to hire some mercenaries. We've got the money to do it, but I would really rather save the money. Especially as it's going to be an ongoing fight, which we're not likely to win, if, in all honesty. Whoever... Yeah, you are now a knight. Good. Let's get rid of some of these... Yeah, let's get rid of some of these notifications. And we are fighting against Kingdom Monster, but then they're going to come in and fight us. Oh, where have we gone? We're there, okay. So we're going to have to lose the Kingdom of Ulster here. That's just not going to happen. And Danelaw are not all too happy. You know what? Well, at least Danelaw and Munster are going to go after each other. Let's Is there anything? Let's push into. We'll push back into the lands of Northumberland. See if we can buy our liege some time in terms of fighting Danelaw. But there's 10,000 of them, so I doubt it. And Ulster's under siege by Harold Gudrunson, which is actually okay because it might buy us some time. But things are not all well in the Kingdom of Scotland. That is an understatement to say the least. Keep on losing our chancellors, and all the rest of our chancellors are pretty terrible. But we'll put this mayor on. We basically just need a wartime council just to hold us over until the right time. We're not doing anything useful. Let's go siege something. Ulster is under siege, but I'm not going after that many troops. Our youngest son has come of age. He has become pretty good at diplomacy. In fact, he can go on our council. They can also marry, that's fine. But our court, he can replace this random bloke as chancellor because he's just a lot better generally. So Highwell can go there. He's pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, we're going to fire him. I don't particularly mind. And our heir is still down there in Vassal, but is not doing overly well. We are definitely struggling here in the... We're going to struggle with this war generally. We have lost Downpatrick. It's not a good time to be in the Kingdom of Scotland. Not at all. We are buying some time with Ulster, and I'm hoping that... It seems that actually we might keep Ulster because the Danelaw went after them, which is wonderful. They're coming after us, so we need to get out of here as quick as we can. Who are you? No, I don't particularly care. We'll go deal with this peasant uprising wherever it is. It's gonna be up. It's gonna be up. It's gonna be in Iceland. That's gonna be really annoying if it's in Iceland. He's only got 468 soldiers. Where are they? He needs to go fight. Is that them? They're down there. Oh yeah, the pretenders. That's fine. They'll probably die to Danelaw actually. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Danelaw. You've done my job for me. You can just be imprisoned. Thank you, Danelaw. You did my job for me. Let's go and let's get our prisoner. Can we ransom you? Not for a favour. You can just die, actually. What can we do to help Scotland here? We are starting to take back the Irish. It seems that Ulster might be okay. But we are really going to struggle down here. We're going to struggle to hold off anything against Danelaw, given how impressive Danelaw's land is. And the fact that they haven't broken up yet is a real struggle for us. And I think he's probably a rather popular king. And that's the opinion of us, but still. Generally, this is going to be a really tough fight, I think. Tough to win and tough to keep on going. But I tell you what, I think that will do it for this episode of Crusader Kings 3. Everything is all to play for in Scotland. We are fighting with Ulster, we're fighting with Danelaw, and there's also a war going down. There's a war on down here in Castile, which involves the Kingdom of France. Yeah, that's not what we're winning. Even though we do have Galicia joining, it's still not going to happen. So, I think I will call it there. Thank you so much for watching, and expect more of this very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.